All right, we back. Google Hangouts got a new update, so appreciate everybody for checking in, man. Appreciate everybody for checking in. It says that Google Hangout is going away later this year. Up, had to use my other setup, but what's on going on? TRVP at Towns, you ain't the only one here. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Blessings to the brothers and sisters out there supporting the channel. One time for the one time, we're gonna talk a little bit about this Laker Pelicans trade real quick. Yeah, man, and yeah, obviously we know Anthony Davis got traded. Lakers got to keep Kuzma. They gave away Lonzo. They gave away Brandon Ingram, Josh Hart. They gave away 3 number 1 picks. And now everybody's saying the Lakers are championship bound. Mad Dog H, what's going on? I see everybody saying, oh, the Lakers are going to win a championship. I don't think so. People saying Anthony Davis is the best player that LeBron's ever played with. We shall see. Okay. I understand he got big stats, but it never amounted to shit, in my opinion, man. Mike Henry say, "Sup, fam? Let's talk about how Zion, Lonzo, Ingram are going to do in New Orleans." I don't even like that mix, to be honest. The main thing I don't like about Zion, Lonzo, and Ingram is Alvin Gentry can't coach. So that's the main thing I don't like about that fucking shit, man. I don't like Brandon Ingram. I'm not high on Zion as much. I like Lonzo, but I really don't know about him at this point. But I'll talk about it. But I'm not high. I'm not high on that nucleus at all. I heard they shipping out the number 4 pick. If they had a better coach, I would like it better. But I'm not high on New Orleans at all. New Orleans got a whole, like I said in my video, they got a whole bunch of shit put together. It ain't goulash. It's fucking. They put rice, macaroni, greens, and fucking chitlins in a pot and hoping to make it stay, man. No matter if they push the break, I just don't like the mix. Don't like the coaching. They can play. They can play all the defense they want to play. I don't like the mix. What's going on, Darnell Saul? Don't like the mix. No coaching. They can run up and down the court all the fuck they want to. It could work if they get a better coach there, but don't like Brandon Ingram. He got health issues about his blood clots in his knee. Drew Holiday, I like Holiday, but at the end of the day, I heard they traded a number 4 pick for another veteran. Um, so that could work in their favor. But I just don't I don't like Alvin Gentry. That's the main thing about it. And I'm not sold on Zion. I feel that Ja Moran is the best player in the draft. But Zion, I don't know. I don't know. It could work, it couldn't work, but pretty much what you got was the Lakers leftovers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna talk a little bit more about New Orleans, but yeah, everybody's seeing championship contender. I mean, really, what's left of the Lakers roster? I mean, they're gonna have what? They got another room for a max player. Uh, Word around the streets is that nobody want to play with LeBron. Maybe it's different with AD being there. Maybe Jimmy Butler. But if you look at the top free agents, give me a minute, man. I hurt my knees and shit, man. So I'll be twitching and stretching through the stream. But I was looking at the free agents list this year, and Jimmy Butler is the only possible person that I see them getting. Okay. Because the one Kawhi, he not going to the Lakers. He going to the Clippers or the Raptors. Durant, he not going to Lakers. Kyrie not going to Lakers. Klay Thompson not going to Lakers. Jimmy Butler is a possibility. Kemba Walker, he not going to Lakers. He staying put. Tobias Harris, I don't even know if they want him. Either the Nets or the Sixers for him. Chris Middleton, I heard he just bought a new crib in Milwaukee or something. He not going. D'Angelo Russell, he can't go back. He like Takashi 6ix9ine. He can't go back to that hood. Vujovic, no, they're not gonna pair Vujovic, LeBron, and Anthony Davis. Malcolm Brogdon might be a sneaky play. I like Malcolm Brogdon there, a good guy that can spot up and shoot and he can defend. I think Brogdon and or Jimmy Butler's they 2 best fits. But then you go Brook Lopez. I think Milwaukee found a way to keep him, but I don't see him going there neither. DeMarcus Cousins, I don't see that happening either. Porzingis going back to the Mavericks. Julius Randle, I don't see going back. Marcus Gasol, he owed Bojanovic. That's a possibility. I think he a good play for them because he can spot up and shoot. But I heard San Antonio trading DeMar DeRozan to make room for him, if that makes sense. JJ Redick, that's a possibility. So like I said before, exactly. Mike Henry, excuse me. They need shooting. They need a lot of shooting. But my whole thing about it, they got Kuzma, they got Davis, they got LeBron. So who do you fill it out with? I see maybe Derrick Rose, Terry Rozier. Nah, I mean that could work, but I just don't see it happening. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could happen, but I don't know. I mean, like I said before, I mean Jimmy Butler and Malcolm Brogdon they best bets. Unless they can finesse Chris Middleton from Milwaukee, but still, you might as well get cheaper and just get Bojanovic. You know, they pretty much the same thing. I think Middleton is a better defender, but they need defenders and they need shooters. See, people say Kemba Walker, Kyrie Irving. Look here, man. LeBron turns them niggas into spot up 3-point shooters, and then when LeBron not on the floor or when it's time to say LeBron ass in the future in the fourth quarter, then he'll let Kyrie and Kemba say today. But as far as playing with LeBron, people don't play LeBron because LeBron does not improve your skills. Okay, with Kyrie had his career best year with LeBron, but Kyrie just couldn't be Kyrie with LeBron. He wanted to be a point guard. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand. Kyrie wanted to be a point guard. LeBron is the point guard. You delegate it to being an off guard when LeBron get there. You know, it might say small forward, but they can get Melo, Smello, whoever they want to get, man. Sort of them getting Kyrie or Kawhi or some guy person like that, or they can swing Durant. He can come back next year. I don't see this. I favor Denver. I really do. Especially if they get Michael Porter Jr. back this year and he healthy and they can make some try. I favor Denver in the West. We'll be Golden State. Obviously, we know what happened with them. Portland, they can make a deal. I can see that happening. They can make a deal. Who else we got in the West? Minnesota, Phoenix, not yet. Sacramento, not yet. And then what people don't understand is the coaching. You know, Frank Vogel ain't a good coach neither. You know, I don't know if he can. He's a good coach, but he's not a good coach for this situation. You know what I'm saying? So, let me look at the Western Conference teams. Give me a minute. The Rockets, you know, they can make a move, but they gonna need to get somebody that can take the pressure off of CP3, which they should never trade to Lewis Williams in the first place, but they had to get Chris Paul. The Thunder, the Thunder, they not getting Bradley Beal. He not going nowhere. AD will kick Jokic ass. Fuck no. Fuck no. Fuck no. Y'all niggas rate AD too high, bro. Will he even be healthy when they get to the playoffs? Will he be healthy, man? That's what be killing me. Y'all niggas be looking at AD like, oh man, this nigga, man. If the nigga was so great, bro. Hold on, real talk. If the nigga was so great, why hasn't he had the impact of other great big men? Why he ain't had the impact of Hakeem Olajuwon, Bill Walton, Patrick Ewing, Shaquille O'Neal? Okay, the nigga ain't nothing but Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh, he wasn't putting up quite the numbers. Chris Bosh was a 20-10 guy in Toronto, okay? He made the playoffs a couple times. Same thing Anthony Davis did in New Orleans. Y'all niggas act like LeBron got a track record of making big men better. Kevin Love, you know, he wasn't shit. He wasn't shit. He about to be a motherfucking spot-up shooter. He about to be a fucking Chris Bosh and Kevin Love. He about to be a fucking 3-point shooter. He about to be a stretch 5, a stretch 4. Okay, that's just what the facts is. And for people saying Anthony Davis is a good defender, nigga, I seen Kristaps Porzingis drop 40 on him and DeMarcus Cousins together. I don't believe that shit. I mean, you got to watch the games. I seen this little nigga Porzingis get this nigga the business. Porzingis went down to New Orleans a couple years ago, and nigga dropped 40 on him and Cousins. A lot of them was on Anthony Davis. I don't believe that hype. That nigga ain't Mutombo. He ain't Ben Wallace on defense. I'm telling y'all, this nigga is not that good of a player. It's easy. It's easy when you the only nigga on the team or the primary nigga on the team to get 30 and 10. Look at Kevin Love. He was a 20 and 20 fucking player when he was in Minnesota. But when you play with LeBron, you just don't go to second fiddle. You go to like the fourth or fifth fiddle, man. Chris Bosh niggas be laughing, but I remember Chris Bosh giving niggas he gave Dwight Howard like 25 and 25 one night, bro. I remember watching that game. But you know why Chris Bosh didn't get the recognition? because he was in Toronto. And when Chris Bosh got to Miami, LeBron straight destroyed that nigga career. That nigga sacrificed more than all of them niggas did, bruh. He won. He sacrificed everything, bruh. Everything. Everything he sacrificed for that deal. I don't buy that Anthony Davis hype shit, man. I just don't buy it, man. I watched the nigga play. I'm not sure he better than Paul George and Victor Oladipo. Strange, what's going on? And that's my opinion. People was, oh, you crazy, man. All I know is this nigga Oladipo arrived in Indiana and them niggas was relevant. That's all I know. That's all I know. These niggas ain't had no impact in New Orleans. None. And you remember, and I just reference old school basketball. I reference this shit. When Michael Jordan, James Carter was going on, boxing for IBF was going on. When Michael Jordan, when that nigga went to the Bulls wasn't shit. The Bulls and didn't have a championship in their history. It was him and Hodges got blackballed out the league for, I think it was protesting the national anthem. The Bulls wasn't shit before Jordan. Matter of fact, they wasn't shit before Jordan, and they wasn't shit after Jordan. The Orlando Magic wasn't shit before Shaquille O'Neal got there. They wasn't shit before O'Neal got there. They was a 17, 18 win team. When Shaquille O'Neal, they plugged him on Orlando Magic, they went to a 42 win team. That's 17 to 42 victories in one season, plugging Shaquille O'Neal and Orlando Magic. You let me know when Anthony Davis had that impact. Don't. It took Patrick Ewing a little bit more longer, but hey, he eventually made the Knicks relevant. Tim Duncan put him on the Spurs. David Robinson was getting his ass whooped by Hakeem Olajuwon. Tim Duncan come on a couple years, whatever went by, won a championship. So you tell me you ain't talking to another YouTube nigga or another nigga that don't know the history about basketball. Okay? You could talk to a nigga all day about that shit, man. Hakeem Olajuwon, he won a championship. Not Hakeem, excuse me. Lou Alcindor won a championship with Milwaukee. That wasn't heard of. So motherfuckers, they be killing me when they be like, oh, Anthony Davis better than Jokic. That ain't what I see. That ain't what I see. Okay? That ain't what I see. He might jump higher. He might be quicker. You know, whoop-de-whoop. You might classify him as a better defender. But all I know, that's a bad white boy. And that motherfucker Orlando, too, Vujovic, that's a bad white boy. All I know is I seen firsthand on with my own two eyes. I seen Porzingis get a nigga 40. The nigga probably had like 15 rebounds, too. He overrated defensively, bro. He a good weak help side defender, but come on, man. Wasn't no fucking Porzingis, at least in the interior. He was taking them niggas off the dribble, nigga. Wasn't no Porzingis giving no fucking Ben Wallace 40. He wasn't giving no Mutombo 40. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just keeping it 100. Hell no, he ain't no top 5 player in the NBA. Get the fuck up out of here, Anthony Davis. He's not a great player, bro. Great players. Look here, man. Great players. And niggas would be quick to say, and I've been saying this shit for a while. I've been saying one game, nigga. Ain't no nigga dropping 40 on no great defender. Ain't no nigga, ain't no 120 pound, whatever, 180 pound unicorn dropping no fucking 4. Man, please, nigga. Ain't that nigga, man, Shaq been elbowed that nigga out the sky. But that's nor here nor there. You talking about great, right? All right, LeBron, we give LeBron a pass this year, right? LeBron had the little groin injury. He had the little young stupid niggas. He had LeVar and all that shit. I give LeBron a pass this year. Plus the nigga in his 35th year. Okay? You tell me another great player that missed the playoffs. And what year Anthony Davis in his prime. Okay? Jordan ain't missing in his prime. Okay? He didn't. Shaq ain't missed the playoffs in his prime. He didn't. Only nigga I could think of is Kobe. Man, Anthony Davis' team was better. Than his next best player was Smush Parker. This nigga Anthony Davis getting his ass whooped off, man. Come on, man. You talking about great? When you say great, When you say great, you talking about Kareem, Wilt, Bill Walton for a small part period of time. Okay? You know, when you say good, you might be like, all right, maybe you put that nigga with Parrish at. You know what I'm saying? You might Parrish, Daryl Dawkins, um, um, David Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Who else you had to fuck up out there, man? I mean, Smith and Dale Davis and Tony, they was solid. Davis better than them niggas. You know, Shaq, good one. Shaq, Patrick, Alonzo before the injury. That's you talk about them type of niggas. You know what I'm saying? When you talking about somebody great players make other players better. Who ever seen Anthony Davis make better? Nobody. Nobody. Anthony Davis, you ain't never said, oh shit, I didn't know who Drew Holiday was before he got to the Pelicans. He was an all-star before he got there. The reason he fell off, his wife got sick. Yeah, I know you want to put an adjective in front of it now, Mr. Dex Factor. Potential. Nigga, you the wrong nigga swinging words around me, bro. Because I'll give you a fucking history lesson. I'm fucking with you. All I'm saying is this. Anthony Davis, really good player. Top 10, top 15, really top 15. Okay? Niggas will tell me all day in groups that he better than Giannis. I mean, shit, I see Giannis take his team to the Eastern Conference, man. And not another all-star. You know, Chris Middleton was all-star. I know niggas saying, oh, Chris Middleton. That's like saying Kyle Lowry was one. Well, you know what I'm saying? But my whole thing about it is, had Anthony Davis teamed up with Kyrie Irving, I feel better about it. You know what I'm saying? Had he teamed up with maybe a healthy John Wall and Bradley Beal, I feel better about his impact. Had he teamed up with Giannis, I'll feel better about his impact. It'll be an enigma. It'll be an enigma if he teamed up with it'll be an enigma if he teamed up with Giannis. What I mean by that, I wouldn't know what's gonna happen. But what I'm saying is LeBron, niggas just ignore LeBron's track record for fucking niggas' careers up, especially big fellas. Okay, before, if you want to go back, okay, he made Varejao some money, okay? He made Carlos Boozer some money. Cool. Early in his career, Boozer got money for running the court with LeBron. He made Varejao some bread. I think Varejao got a ring with the Warriors. He made him a little mid-range jumper. He made him some bread. Now Gauskas was an all-star before LeBron got there, but he had the foot injuries. But you know, but as far as Bosh and Kevin Love, he fucked their career up. What about Rasheed Wallace? I say Anthony Davis. The reason why Rasheed should have been the best power forward to ever do it. Rasheed didn't have a motor though. Rasheed was too easy going. I put him better than Rasheed. He better than Rasheed. He better than Jermaine O'Neal. You know what I'm saying? I like Rasheed's skill set. You know, Rasheed did some of the similar. I think Rasheed was more willing. He was a better post player. I think Rasheed was a better defender at this point. But I think Davis he just wanted way more, man. It wasn't even about Rasheed temper. I'd rather him had a temper and play with fire every night. But Rasheed was he just didn't have that. He didn't have that drive. You know what I'm saying? You know, Chris Webber was another good player, man. You know, I think Anthony Davis is more talented than Chris Webber, or the potential be. It's easy to look at hindsight because Chris Webber ain't won and didn't win nothing. But Anthony Davis still got an opportunity to win something. You put Chris Webber with LeBron, I don't think people got that same reaction. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think people say, oh shit, you know, even if you can take the Chris Webber that was on his way to Sacramento, or the Chris Webber in Washington with the Bullets, or that's the Wizards for you young niggas that didn't know that. Or you take Chris Webber when he went to Golden State. You know what I'm saying? You look at those types, I don't think people had that reaction. Like, Anthony Davis is so fucking good. You just look at it, his attributes, and say he can shoot the three like a guard. He can handle it like a guard. If he wanted to, he could post up. He can kill the man range. You know, he's a good weak side defender. But for me, just the situation he's going into, you know, LeBron gonna have to make adjustments. And then again, if LeBron is injured or if he sit out, Anthony Davis gonna have a 30-30 game. You know, he might even have a 40-30 game. Oh, Bosh a Hall of Famer for sure. You know, some of these other niggas that's sitting there, yeah. Okay. He said Brian made Bosh a Hall of Famer. Get the fuck up out of here. That nigga, man, look at his numbers. Go look at his numbers. He didn't make fucking Chris Bosh a Hall of Famer. Dwayne Wade, Pat Riley, Shane Batty being on the championship team made him a Hall of Famer. Fuck up out of here. LeBron ain't make that nigga no Hall of Famer, bro. Look at his fucking numbers. And I'm about to pull it up. Look at his numbers, bro. If Chris Bosh stayed in Toronto and just kept putting up numbers, he'd have been a Hall of Famer. Okay, look. The nigga, before he got to Miami, right? And that was 09, 010, or 11, right? 09, 010, he averaged 24, 24, and 11. 22 and 10 before that. He got to Miami, motherfucking 18 and 8. 18 and below, just below 8. 16 and just below 7. Fuck up out of here. Fuck up out of here, man. Fuck up. Without Chris Bosh, LeBron don't have a ring. What you talking about? Take Chris Bosh off that team. They ain't got no ring. That's facts. Chris Bosh did all the small shit. Because if LeBron could have got a ring without Chris Bosh, why didn't he do it in Cleveland? The nigga and y'all niggas kill KD. Y'all kill KD. But LeBron is a grown man that admitted that I had to go team up with another grown man and learn how to win. He said I had to get Dwayne Wade had to teach me how to win. Nigga, what? The greatest player to ever touch the basketball? The greatest player to ever touch a basketball had to learn how to win? Because Dwayne Wade had a championship. So he had to go to Dwayne Wade and say, yeah, yes, great Dwayne Wade. I have to learn how to win. Come on, man. Come on, man. Fuck up out of here, man. They needed Chris Bosh just as much as they need anybody else. They needed Battier. They needed Chalmers. That is a team effort. It's a team effort. Detroit Legends forecast salute. He said LeBron needs a whole all-star team to win. Just watch Leonard take some bums and win. Hey, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. Man, niggas ain't even know who. I didn't even know Siakam was there last year. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we're not saying bums like they was terrible. We just saying like nigga for real. Kyle Lowry, man. Kyle Lowry, like having Kyle Lowry in your team is like trying to run a 100-meter race with a boulder on your attached to your leg. You know what I'm saying? Or you running it in water and your opponent's running on land. You know what I'm saying? Chris Bosh did that dirty shit. You know what I'm saying? He was more like that Ben Wallace nigga for Miami. Even though he had better offense, but defensively, he sacrificed a lot coming in Miami. But you know what? You don't sacrifice in vain once you get rings. Let's stop acting like LeBron won a championship by himself. He didn't. Dwayne Wade made some plays. Shane Battier made some plays. Okay, it happens. Like niggas be acting like Kobe and Shaq won it by themselves. They didn't. Robert Horry made some plays. Without Horry hitting that 3-pointer, Chris Webber probably have a ring. You feel what I'm saying? What else you had? Derek Fisher. That shot with like 0.9 seconds left or 1.2 seconds left in San Antonio. That's one of the greatest playoff games I ever witnessed. I can't remember what year and what game it was. I think Derek Fisher was hurt the whole year. Nobody done it by themselves. Nobody. You can say Allen saved LeBron, and I say that to troll sometimes. But really, then Robert Horry saved Kobe and Shaq. Nobody do it by themselves. Ginobili saved the San Antonio Spurs. Robert Horry saved the Spurs when Rasheed Wallace left them open in 2005. I see that. I can vividly see that play in my head. I was babysitting my brothers and sisters at the time, and nigga, I sent everybody to bed after that shit. Rasheed Wallace left the one nigga in the association you can't leave. What about when Robert Horry checked I'm using hockey terminology. He checked Steve Nash into the scores table, and the Phoenix Suns was going to the championship after that. If Robert Horry never checked Nash into the scoring table, see, Once again, I'm going to like current history, but if he never hit Nash to that scoring table, then the people from the Phoenix Suns bench never get up. Phoenix Suns beat the Phoenix Suns. They will beat the San Antonio Spurs, and Mike D'Antoni might have a championship. He may never end up in Houston. So if it was a lot, if Nick Anderson hit them free throws versus the Houston Rockets and whatever that shit was, 94, 95, whatever, 94, 90, whatever championship that was, had he never had Nick Anderson hit them free throws, what if the Magic got the had the momentum and they beat the fucking Houston Rockets. And then the next year, Shaq, I think the next year, Michael Jordan, oh no, that's the same year. You know what I'm saying? It'll look better because that same year they got swept by Houston and they just lost all morale once Anderson missed them free throws. That year they lost to Houston. They had beat Michael Jordan. Even though Jordan came back with 17 games left in the season, they had beat Jordan in the playoffs. So niggas like, oh, they beat Jordan and beat Akeem Olajuwon. Maybe you're looking at Shaq a little bit different now. Definitely looking at Penny different. People say Derrick Rose is the biggest what-if story. He's the youngest MVP. Had Penny got that ring on his finger. You know what I'm saying? Had Penny got that ring on his finger, it'd be a little different. So it's a lot of what-if stories. Don't nobody do this shit. I didn't watch almost over 25 years worth of finals, man, just live. And no telling how many people I went back. Hakeem, he didn't take Shaq hard. That nigga Nick Anderson took everybody hard. Nick Anderson, that nigga missed 10 free throws in the last couple minutes. I'll never forget that series. When Nick Anderson missed them free throws, man, they was done. Kenny the Jet Smith, Vernon Maxwell, they just stumped them niggas to sleep. They just stumped them niggas to sleep. I remember that bitch. I'll never forget that shit. Back in the day, I forgot how that shit go. NBA, NBC. I remember Jordan battling with Reggie and shit. Reggie used to give Jordan the business. He used to give Jordan the business. But Jordan was just better. But like I said before, nobody do it alone, man. It's a team effort. It's a team effort, bro. So, we say, oh, Ray Allen saved him. Man, fuck up out of here. You know what I'm saying? We could cry and say Kyrie saved him. Kobe hit that shot versus the Phoenix Suns, He saved Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Robert Horry, it's just some, you need guys, man. You need these dudes to make their shots. LeBron ain't the only nigga getting paid on the team. Steph Curry ain't the only nigga getting paid on the team. Michael Jordan couldn't do it by himself. He needed Pippen to develop. He needed Horace. He needed Paxton, Kerr, Rodman, like Longley, Cool Coach, Bill Cartwright. You need people. Isaiah's the only small guard that I can remember that won 2 rings. He was 6'1", but he was the best player on his team. Isaiah, go through history and look at the history. Like Isaiah Thomas was that nigga, man. People forget he had the craziest handles, man. Through the 80s, it was either Dr. J one year. They lost to Jamal Wilkes and Magic. Kareem got hurt. You know what I'm saying? And then you had Olajuwon and Sampson squeeze one in. Other than that, it was Lakers, Celtics, and then Pistons in there. The 90s, Jordan. And if you go back and watch some of Isaiah, and so niggas that don't know about Isaiah Thomas, if you go back and watch it, he used to guard Jordan and hold his own. It wasn't none of this, oh man, it wasn't none of this shit like I'm hiding Steph Curry on who the fuck they play this series? The Raptors. We gonna hide Steph Curry on Danny Green. Wasn't no shit like that. Go back and watch the Pistons 30 for 30. Oh, you can't guard your man? Like, no, them niggas stayed in front of their people. But each nigga had their adversity though. They call him Magic, Tragic Magic. Bird lost to Magic in the NCAA finals, even though he had nobody in the team. He lost to Magic in the NBA. They called him Magic, Tragic Magic. Isaiah threw the ball away from Bird when they could have went to another championship. Everybody had their adversity. Jordan was getting his ass beat. Jordan was getting his ass beat by the fucking Pistons, okay? And everybody had their adversity to get over, man. No nigga just went to the championship and just was golden. You know, they make it seem like Jordan just went to had 2 3-peats and it was a walk in the park. Hell no, it wasn't. You appreciate the victories more when you get the losses. You feel what I'm saying? You know, like when the Lakers, you know, they couldn't get over the hump or whatever. They couldn't get over San Antonio. Like when they finally won, like ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? For LeBron, it kind of started a new era for him. Okay. Gary Payton gave Jordan fits too. Vernon Maxwell was a good defender. But shout out to Aldous Thorpe too. But everybody had their adversity though, man. And remember, Anthony Davis don't have no experience on this stage. LeBron was just fortunate that Kyrie Irving was just a big time player. Shaquille O'Neal was just fortunate that Kobe Bryant was just a big time player. So at the end of the day, remember, it's a guards league too. Yeah, I'm watching Tyson Fury fight tonight, man. My legs hurting so bad. If I go to sleep, I apologize. Man, I got this warm, soft, sore ass bone on my shit. But like I said before, man, it take a team effort to win. I watched a lot of NBA finals from the 80s, 70s, you know what I'm saying? And it take a lot, man. And you know, Anthony Davis and LeBron, like this era, like when motherfuckers say, you know, LeBron ushered this era in. You know, I don't blame it on the Boston Celtics so much. And if you a real Piston if you're a real Piston fan, you hate the Boston Celtics. You see what I'm saying? It's just, you know, you hate them niggas. You hate them. But it take a lot to win a championship. And Anthony Davis is a really good piece. But what you got to keep in mind is LeBron is an aging star, right? Injury may come. You know what I'm saying? He may sit out some. So they not going to win. They probably not going to have the #1 record in the West. And what you got to remember, too, is, like I said before, you got Anthony Davis, who's a good weak side defender. But who are you trying to beat in the West? Obviously, the team that you're trying to match up with is the Denver Nuggets, the Houston Rockets, and then year after next will be the Golden State Warriors. You worry about them in 2 years. We'll make those adjustments. The teams you're trying to beat, they younger. Well, at least Denver is younger. So you're trying to beat them. You say, okay, Denver, they really don't have a matchup for LeBron. But then again, you say, well, LeBron getting older. You say Anthony Davis, Jokic, okay, well, however that go. But then you start looking at the next best player. You say Kuzma, Jamal Murray. You're looking at like Jamal Murray looking like a young stud. Then you think about it, you say, who my next best player? I don't know who that's gonna be. Jimmy Butler. Let's say Michael Porter Jr. make a recovery. You're like, damn, okay. Then you look and say, all right, who else they got? Okay, we might go get, we might get Derrick Rose to come off the bench. We might get JJ Redick. We might get JJ Redick on a deal. But then again, you look at Denver. You say, okay, what if they bring back Paul Millsap? Okay. They got Craig, Morris, Beasley, Gary Harris, and whoever they're going to draft this year probably. Okay? They younger, they fresher, and now they experienced. They didn't went to the playoffs and lost. So you look at Houston. All right, I don't know what Houston going to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Houston is only bad matchup for Houston is LeBron. And once again, like I said, you got an aging LeBron. I'll get that question in a minute. Real talk with Detroit Legends. I got you. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at, Oklahoma City. They're not going to be able to land Bradley Beal because they said they're keeping him. But you say Paul George, I never put Paul George in the LeBron stopping crew or the LeBron containing crew. Those guys was Jimmy Butler, Kawhi Leonard. I think I'm missing one, but those are two I've ever seen that can hold LeBron and give him buckets. But somebody, Detroit Legends asked if they get another free agent, who would it be? I say Jimmy Butler. Kemba Walker said his family happy in Charlotte, but it's different when you actually go out to the LA. But I don't envision Kemba Walker helping them. I don't envision that. I don't envision that happening. To be honest, I don't envision him helping them because, for one, what he do best is have the ball in his hand. He's just gonna be made into a spot up 3-point shooter. You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen to Kemba. He's gonna be made into a spot up 3-point shooter. And you know what I'm saying? Then, in the fourth quarter when LeBron need him to bail him out, Kemba hit some big shots in college and pro. I can see that. But then again, Kemba Walker, smaller guard. So can he hold Jamal Murray? I don't know if he can hold Jamal Murray. He might get you 20, but he might give up 30. He might give up 21. He might give up 25. So really, ideally, what you looking for when you play with LeBron, you don't need a star point guard. He is the star. What you're looking for is for a Derek Fisher type of 3-pointer. You know what I'm saying? A guy that can 3 and D. And NASCAR said AD averaged 35 points in the Warriors in the playoffs by himself. That's different because your usage is all the way up. You're the best player on the team. Every time we come down the floor, AD touching the ball. When LeBron come on the floor, LeBron delegate. He dictates the pace of the game. He delegates who he wants to. Okay? So you ain't gonna be able to get no rhythm like if you the man. That's what I was trying to talk about. Chris Bosh and Kevin Love. When you the man, you get the ball, your usage rate is out. You getting 20, 34, 30, 50 shot attempts. Now, when you with LeBron, he dictates when you get the ball. He dictates the offense. He dictates, okay, in the pick and roll, do I want to hit the roller? Do I want to take it for myself? You got to pay attention, man. LeBron dictates everything. It's no offense. It's the LeBron offense. It's the LeBron offense. It's nothing else matters. It's the LeBron offense. They're not running plays for nobody else. It's LeBron come down, pick a roll, put my head down, go 1-on-5, this shit. It's the LeBron offense. Rarely they call a play for Chris Bosh in the high post or Chris Bosh on the block or Kevin Love on the block. No, he got to get his shit off of offensive rebounds. He got to get his points when LeBron and Kyrie went off the floor, or when LeBron went off the floor. That's just the way it is. You could say, oh, he averaged 35 in New Orleans, but it's different when you go to another person's team, like LeBron. This ain't like playing with Stockton. You know what I'm saying? With Stockton, I know Karl Malone got to get his, and I know I'll get Karl Malone his. I'm gonna play off Karl Malone. LeBron ain't your traditional point guard. He not selfless. He not Mark Jackson. He not John Stockton. He not Magic. LeBron is a point forward. He want to get his too. He want to get his too. He said Chris Bosh is too busy staring at LeBron James. What you expect they gonna do to AD? They ain't calling no plays for no fucking Chris Bosh. They damn sure won't call no plays for Kevin Love for real. I see some of y'all don't understand basketball, bro. And a lot of niggas don't understand that. Even people that claim to be on TV that make millions and millions of dollars. They don't understand that. They still won't admit. They still won't admit when LeBron comes to a team, he's the real team obliterator. Whatever your offense was, nah. It's the LeBron offense. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the way it is. You can say Anthony Davis better than LeBron. I mean, better than Bosh. But in what capacity? What capacity? He's a better shooter? He's a better shooter? He not, like, niggas don't understand. Like, when you play with LeBron, why did you think Kyrie Irving wanted to leave? Why do y'all niggas keep saying Kyrie Irving? I'm just trying to get that. Kyrie don't want to go back to that. Kyrie don't want to be a shooting guard. You feel me? Kyrie don't want to subject himself back to that bullshit. Y'all don't understand basketball. Kyrie wants to be able to touch the pigskin, whatever they make the basketball out of now. It ain't pigskin no more. Kyrie want to be a point guard. Kyrie, whatever reason Kyrie wants to be the man. I don't know why he want to be the man. Well, I know why he want to be the man, but he want to be the man. Kyrie don't want to go back to LeBron. He left the nigga before. Well, he apologized, and what the fuck that mean? Kyrie can't leave. That ain't what Kyrie think. Because the Brooklyn about to give up D'Angelo Russell, who I think is LeBron selfish, though. Y'all be killing me with that shit. Y'all be like Kyrie selfish. What the fuck you think LeBron is? LeBron out there playing for stats. He say, you know what? I can't reach Jordan. You know, I can't reach Bill Russell. I can't get six rings. I can't go 6-0. LeBron out there playing for stats. Derek Bailey, salute. See, I heard on I told you, Gallon lost though. He lost. However you look at it, he lost that fight. I was right. So all I'm saying is, y'all need Kyrie selfish and shit like that. LeBron selfish. LeBron selfish. Only time LeBron won a nigga, that nigga did not, when That nigga, Luke Walton, he let Brandon Ingram get he called the last, it was one of the games in the regular season. He called the last play for Brandon Ingram. LeBron was mad. LeBron is selfish, bro. LeBron is he is the biggest one-dimensional player I ever seen, bro. He is the biggest one-dimensional player. LeBron without the basketball is like you being without your penis. He useless. He useless. He don't D up. He don't move up. That nigga sit there and be like this. Man, fuck this nigga, man. He just won't let me get the ball. Dude, if it don't go his way, he quitting, bruh. He quitting. When Luke Walton was calling plays for somebody, LeBron to stand right in that corner like, man, fuck these niggas, man. I'm like, oh, man, Kyle Kuzma had to push him to play defense. Kuzma was like, man, get your ass out there. Get your ass out there. Get your ass out there. You know what I'm saying? Now, y'all don't be telling me about ball, man. They said the same thing about Kobe. Let Smush Parker bring it up. Kobe let Lamar Odom bring it up. Kobe even he let Paul Gasol get more than a taste. LeBron don't want a nigga to bring that bitch up. At least Jordan let Pippen, like, you know what I'm saying? He let Pippen feel the pigskin. He let him bring the ball up. LeBron like, I'm getting the assist, the possible rebound, the putback. I'm getting everything. That nigga is selfish, bro. The nigga, I watched him play for years, bro. He wants to be the most, because he want to be the stat king. He wants to be the stat king of basketball. He want to have every stat. Look here, I'm gonna tell you this: for LeBron, a pass Kareem for most points ever is bigger than winning the ring. Real talk, I'm telling you, I sat here and watched this dude, man. He will quit. He will quit, bro. People say, well, Kyrie shot more times than LeBron, and he did this and that. Well, then why Kyrie wasn't satisfied then? Did he get more assists than LeBron? It ain't about shooting. Kyrie wants to be a point guard. Kyrie didn't want to be no off guard. It ain't about shots attempted and all that shit. How many more games did Kyrie play? Probably less than LeBron. But still, it ain't about shots attempted. You know why he shot more balls? Because he knew if I passed that motherfucker back to LeBron, I wasn't going to get it again. And LeBron don't want nobody bringing it up. You're like, damn, man, I'm the point guard, man. LeBron like, come on, man. LeBron without the ball is like you without a penis. You know what I'm saying? That's what, and then y'all niggas talk about, y'all worship the ground is now. I don't want to make it a LeBron show, but that's what it is now. You know, y'all want to talk about LeBron being so great, right? The nigga 3-6 in the finals, okay? At the end of the day, we want to act like he didn't get swept, okay? He got swept. I don't care. He didn't have nobody on his team. Shouldn't have made it. Shouldn't have made it. Okay? Catch the Celtics in what? Because they're not winning the championship this year. They're not. I got to see how I form out. Now, if they get Kyrie to come to LA, but then I'm like, okay, they might get a championship. But then again, they got to fill out the team. It ain't just about having the big three. You see the Golden State Warriors had a big four. Boogie, Dre, Clay, about 5, KD, Steph Curry, and all them niggas went down. Except for Steph and Draymond. Kevon Looney was critical. McKinney was critical. Livingston was critical this year. After all of that, they still needed niggas off the bench. Who the Lakers got coming off the bench? JaVale McGee, that's solid. Who they got coming off their bench? That's what you got to ask yourself, man. It ain't a 3 million. It ain't AD and LeBron and Kuzma can't get it done by themselves. You can't get it done by themselves. That's what people don't understand basketball. It's not a 2-man game. Anthony Davis couldn't do it by himself. LeBron couldn't do it by himself. So them two of the best players in the league, in y'all opinion, CRC. Okay. All right, Kuzma. Okay. Who else you got? Josh Hart gone. Lonzo gone. B.I. gone. Your pick this year gone. So who do you fill up the team out with? Jimmy Butler? Okay, that's cool. You put Jimmy Butler out there. But it's just not about your 5. You get Derrick Rose to get off the bench. Okay, that's cool. Then what else? Caldwell Pope. Oh, please, the fuck up out of here. Caruso, if he was any good, he'd have been starting from the beginning. Because it was times where Lonzo was out, Josh Hart wasn't doing enough. If Caruso was any good, he'd have been in the beginning. It's not about getting any old 3-and-D players. And also, you got to think about the coaching. Y'all think like LeBron, like, oh, LeBron is, he is this and that. Like, nigga, it's going to be like, y'all don't understand basketball. He's a year older. Right? Then you got to get the team around. Y'all act like the nigga ain't choked in 6 finals. Y'all act like that. Y'all act like the nigga wasn't the reason why they lost to the Dallas Mavericks. He was the sole reason they lost that series. Y'all act like he wasn't the reason that they lost to the Spurs before. Like, y'all act like, oh, LeBron is gonna be like, the nigga just strained his groin. The nigga had a better supporting cast. Peep this out. He had a better supporting cast than he had in his last year in the Cleveland this year. This the Western Conference. This ain't the East. This ain't where I can sit out 20, 25 games and we still be the number 1, 2, or 3 seed and we can just run through. This ain't the East. He didn't even make it to the playoffs this year. You got to get that in your mind. He didn't make it. And the Lakers wasn't a bad squad. Had they been in the East, they would have made it. Possibly to the conference finals. This the West. Didn't Houston beat their ass like 7 times this year? Okay. I mean, like I said before, man, y'all looking at it like, oh man, this ain't like this nigga is in his, his 5th year or his 6th year. The nigga like what? 34 years old, been in the league since he's 18. And then again, the coaching aspect. Frank Vogel. Y'all niggas still thinking, oh, it's a championship AD. I'm like, this is a nigga who ain't never won nothing in the league. Never. And people look, oh, he's a top 5 player. Well, all the top 5 players in my top 5, they make the playoffs this year. In my opinion, Milwaukee, you take Giannis off of Milwaukee, minus Giannis. I mean, obviously Giannis and AD watch each other. Is Milwaukee any real fucking different than New Orleans, other than Coach Budenholzer being a better coach than Alvin Gentry? Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton. Before this year, everybody would have took Drew Holiday. Julius Randle this year was comparable to Brook Lopez. Alfred Payton, Eric Bledsoe. There ain't no big difference right there. So I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear it. You play Anthony Davis and take James Harden off the Houston Rockets. Do the Houston Rockets even get to do they get to the playoffs? Probably not. Maybe. So I'm not trying to hear that shit, man. I'm not trying. You take Russell Westbrook off the Pelicans, you put Anthony Davis on there. Do they make the playoffs? Probably not. It's some things called meaningless stats. And I watched a lot of players over the years get them. Jerry Stackhouse with the Pistons at one point, I watched him get them. DeJuan Wagner, when he was with the Cavaliers for a minute, I watched him get them. Paul Pierce at some point and the Celtics before KG and them got there, I watched them get them. It's some niggas who just don't affect the game at all that need additional help. You know, but let's close it out talking about the Pelicans, man. I promise I'll continue to talk about them, man. I don't like their coach. I don't like him when he's the Detroit Piston coach. For niggas who didn't know, he was the Piston coach. Alvin Gentry just can't coach. Okay, I remember going back as a kid, and that nigga just couldn't coach. Okay, Kemba Walker, like what about Kemba Walker? Kemba Walker is not. That's a waste of money. That's a waste of money. Why would you want to put you gonna turn him into a spot up 3-point shooter with the Lakers? That's all he gonna be is a spot up 3-point shooter. And then when LeBron need his bacon save, then they're gonna ask him to break down the defense and save the bacon. Come on, you better off getting I don't know who this version of Derek Fisher is in this league, but you better off. I can't even think of nobody right now. You need like a Derek Fisher, Lindsey Hunter type of guy. I can't even think of nobody in this league that's like that, man. I'm trying to just scan through my head players that's like that. I really can't think of none of them guys in this league like that no more. I mean Mike Conley, but I think he overall skill wise is better than Derek Fisher, and also he making $35 million. I legitimately can't think of one of those guys. Jason Terry, he retired. Maybe you call homeboy from San Antonio. What's the motherfucker from San Antonio? White. Not White, the other one. The one Forbes. I don't think they let White go. DeJounte Murray, he coming back this year. But the dude from White, I know San Antonio won't trade to the Lakers, but that's the perfect guy they need, either White or Bobby Forbes for the Lakers. That's a perfect point guard. Both can defend and both can shoot, but White is able to break the D down. You know what I'm saying? White can get you 30, 35 some nights. He able to get it off the dribble a little bit more. You know, I think Bobby Forbes would be an ideal guy for them at point guard. You know what I'm saying? Also, I heard they was trying to get Kyle Lowry, but they don't have no picks no more. You know, if I think the Toronto Raptors will disband. I think Masai Ujiri, I got his name right. He going to Washington. And also, it's another curveball we could talk in there. Another Darren Collison, I don't think he that good of a shooter. That's why I didn't say him, but I thought about him. Leonard not going to the Lakers. I know y'all Laker niggas is just crazy, bro. Kawhi Leonard, I got the plug. He not going there. He going to the Clippers, if not the Raptors. If he go to the Clippers, I like the Clippers overall depth right now, and it can change with the Lakers picking up maybe Kemba, Jimmy Butler, whoever they choose to pick up. I would like the Clippers better than the Lakers next year. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard is a dog. You had Kawhi Leonard, only reason I think the Lakers could beat them and probably would beat them in a potential head-to-head matchup is because they don't have no answer for Anthony Davis. They would have to go trade for Clint Capella, Andre Drummond, Al Horford. They had to get one of those big fellas in here to really contend. Nikola Vujovic. But the Lakers will have an edge on the Clippers off Anthony Davis. He'll probably average 25 and 15 on the Clippers, even with LeBron hogging. But the Clippers would be nice. Gallinari, Kawhi, Gilgeous Alexander. I like him a lot. I love Lewis Williams. Doc Rivers obviously a superior coach. I just worry about their center position. They got that Zubac guy. I don't think Anthony Davis will have fun with him. You know, but Jack says I honestly feel that the Pelicans win because they got all that cap space lowered from AZ salary and all those good pieces. And I'm glad that he brought it back. And I'll get to that 76er thing. I don't know about them. You know, Terry Rozier could sign. They could match any offer for Terry Rozier. He restricted. So Gallinari do not suck. You out your fucking mind. He another nigga that busted his knee up. Gallinari can ball. I know you niggas don't know shit about basketball. Don't know shit about basketball, but you fucking look at At the Pelicans, they got a lot of pieces, but I don't know how they're gonna fit together. I presume they won't bring back Alfred Payton. Okay, he need to get a jumper. I think he'd be a good middle of the pack. Maybe he could be an all-star, sneak in an all-star game one day if he can get a consistent jumper. But one thing about the Pelicans I don't like is because I never liked Brandon Ingram. I never liked Brandon Ingram because I never liked players from Duke. Let's just say that. Players from Duke always, pretty much bust. You had Elton Brand, you had Grant Hill, you had Kyrie played there for a day. But my thing about the Pelicans is that you took on two injury-prone players in Ingram and Lonzo. Lonzo having knee injuries. Ingram, they said he had blood clots like Chris Bosh in his leg, so that's something to look out for. But really, Ingram need the ball in his hands. Lonzo need the ball in his hands. Drew Holiday need the ball in his hands. And then you don't got the coach. You don't got the coach who can. I just think they're a big mess. You know what I'm saying? Number one NBA will never draft a guy from Duke. I swear that's my rule, bro. I don't know how that's gonna work. I can't even lie, man. I really don't. I heard they're gonna get the fourth pick and they might can bring in Zach LaVine. I heard that's a possibility. Um, I really don't have an answer for you, man. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say, oh, the Pelicans gonna be great and whoop de whoop. I will put my faith. I would put my faith in the Lakers probably making it to the championship next year before I put my faith in the Pelicans being relevant. They'd be relevant because of Zion, but I still would pick Sacramento over them. I would pick. I don't know. I would probably pick them to be in the bunch with Phoenix. You know, I'll probably be. Well, Grant Hill got injured, so rule of thumb, he busted off an injury. That was his fault trying to put his life on the line for the Pistons to get put out the playoffs. He said Lonzo Zion gonna be like CP3 and Tyson Chandler. You think? You think? Grant Hill was the truth. Don't go on Grant Hill, nigga. Grant Hill was a really good ball player, man. Grant Hill was what LeBron is now. Grant Hill was a Grant Hill. If you put Grant Hill in his prime in this NBA, he top five. But obviously he didn't get healthy. Grant Hill can defend, and the only thing he really couldn't do was shoot. But he was starting to shoot better. But Grant Hill top five, bro, in the NBA. If you put him in his prime, he top five. Grant Hill was a dog. A lot of niggas be laughing. Oh, Grant Hill, y'all niggas don't know shit. Y'all couldn't even tell me what the Grant Hill shoes looked like before Fila made a comeback. I remember them. I had them. Rondo, JaVale McGee, I agree. Lance Stevenson, I don't know. Grant Hill was a ton of niggas' favorite players in the 90s, bro. Real talk. T-Mac was a ton of our favorite players in the early 2000s. The Orlando T-Mac, man, some people thought he was better than Kobe at the time. But he never got a chance to prove it because he got injured. Yeah, every nigga in Detroit had the Grant Hill feelers. Everybody had, man, every shoe was affordable compared to now. Fuck. Every shoe was comparable. It was affordable till now. Every shoe was affordable. They selling shoes that was $100 back in the day. They selling shoes that was $100 back in the day for like $200 now. Like the fuck up out of here. Fuck up out of here, man. Oh, David Stoudemire, Mighty Mouse, that was my nigga. He said the Pelicans rebuild looking hella good. I don't agree. I just don't like that team. I don't know where they go from here. I don't know where they go from here. Where do they go from here? Honestly, where does what are their identity? Come on. I know Sacramento is Buddy Hield, obviously De'Aaron Fox, Buddy Hield, and Bagley. Bam. Them three right there, okay, I can see it. But what is the Pelicans' identity? They running and gunning. My problem with that is Brandon Ingram is a guy that need to have a ball in his hands. He not that good spotting up. Drew Holiday, I mean, he good running the floor, good defense. Him and Lonzo are gonna be one of the better defensive backcourts. But really, after that, Zion, what is Zion in the league? This nigga outside crying. What is Zion in the league? Here, I'm coming, boy. What is Zion in the league? A 3, a 4? I don't, man. That and people say, oh, it's a positionless league now, CJ. I don't know, man. Alvin Gentry running the show. Well, John Wall. Let me tell you, John Wall. Was it his Achilles? John Wall blew his Achilles out, right? MR. He blew his Achilles out. Then he said apparently at the house he fell and re-blew it out. So John Wall, I think it was his Achilles. John Wall tore his Achilles, and then a couple months later at the house he re-blew it. He blew his Achilles out again. So now he's not gonna come back for another year. I won't say John Wall a bum. John Wall was improving, but he's selfish. Imagine LeBron times 3. Real niggas that know LeBron. John Wall, it was reports that came out about John Wall that Bradley Beal wanted to get traded. He wouldn't share the ball. He would cuss out what's their coach name? Played for the fucking Rockets back in the day. Scott, 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 I can remember, you know, the old Oklahoma City coach. And they say John Wall was just a terrible teammate, bro. He didn't want to let Bradley Beal, you know, handle the rock. They say they're not trading Bradley Beal. So hey, that report was telling about John Wall, bro. And I like John Wall. Yeah, Scott Brooks, appreciate it. What's up, Ricky? I see you. Scott Brooks. I like Wall ain't no bum, but he ain't a nigga I want on my team. Kids outside. Miles love kids. Miles love the kids. You know who the Lakers should have try to get Marshawn Brooks. He was lighting up like 2 years ago. I don't know what happened with that. John Wall's in the club with Shy Glizzy, and he out of shape before the season. Man, he out the club with a nigga that wear a dress. That nigga had a dress on. He had a dress on. Bill will be good for himself. They said they ain't trading him though. I seen that Babe Ruth jersey. He said it sold for 5.64 million. Hornets making the finals next year. Hey man, you probably off $100 bet, you probably get $1 million off of that. Kyrie going to Brooklyn, I heard. I don't know why they doing that, man. I think DeAndre Russell gonna be a better player than him right now. But he another nigga that can't stay healthy, but he younger. But the Pelicans, it ain't saying that I didn't like the Pelicans trade to get before I get off and let this nigga free. It ain't saying that I don't like the Pelicans trade. My whole thing about it is I don't like the Pelicans. I don't like their coaching, and I don't like the mix of players. You know, maybe I think that'd be good defensively. But Brandon Ingram, I just don't like him. If Houston was smart, they would trade Capella for Kevin Love and snatch up DeAndre Jordan. Hey man, you a better GM than me. I'll do that shit in a heartbeat. You probably can dump Chris CP3 off over there too. Shit, Colin Sexton probably better than him. Colin Sexton got better throughout high school every year. So who else they got on Cleveland? I don't even know the fuck that roster. Tristan Thompson was balling last year until he got injured. I was picking him on FanDuel like a motherfucker until he went up to almost like $9 grand. Warriors beat the Raptors in 6. What, next year? Oh, the fuck up out here. There's a wrap for them niggas this coming year. He gonna make some moves this year. They got pieces. Lakers need to go after Melo. Please. It's over with for Carmelo, man. Me and you got a better chance of going out there and joining the Lakers than Carmelo. It's over with. Carmelo done. Zion going to the Pelicans. So it's going to be Lonzo, Drew Holiday, Ingram, Zion, and whoever they got in the middle, Jahlil Okafor. No, yeah, I don't think the Warriors making the playoffs. I agree. I don't know. They might be squeezing. I don't know. 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 I don't know, man. You got a whole bunch of weirdos, man. Weirdo. At least try to change your fucking profile picture. Melo can only sign for vet minimum. For who, the Lakers? He can sign for more than that right now. They got cap room. Or you just saying that's the only thing he gonna get out there? Then I would agree. Melo need to focus on Lala and making sure he ain't getting piped down. Boy. Boy. The Pelicans have the first pick and the fourth pick and the 39th pick, bro. I mean, what that supposed to mean? I mean, I know they're gonna get Zion, but I don't like RJ Barrett. He trash. They might trade it for like Zach LaVine, I heard. Yeah, I love that move. Then you could trade Drew Holiday for something else. Yeah, they flexible. I agree, they flexible, but I just don't like the team as constructed. Plus Zion, I don't like that mix. Good defensive team. Yeah, you showed him. Yeah, these dudes weirdos, bro. Carl Anthony Town is being wasted and can't lead. Yeah, he would have been like, if I couldn't get Anthony Davis, I would settle for Carl Anthony Towns. Oh, Cam Reddish. Oh, yeah. I like Cam Reddish, but niggas, they said he fought in the draft. I love Cam Reddish, bro. I like, and I'll talk about the draft this week. I like Cam Reddish, but my favorite player I've seen so far, outside of Ja Morant and Zion, my sleeper other than Cam Reddish is that nigga from UFC, Kevin Porter Jr. That nigga he looked like James Harden clone. I love Kevin Porter Jr., bro. Kevin Porter Jr. a fucking dog. I heard the Garland kid from Vanderbilt. I ain't looked at him, but I like the Hunter kid from Virginia. I like the Culver kid, whatever his name is, Culver kid from Texas Tech. I like Tyler Hero later in the draft. What else I like? Langford is cool from Indiana. He all right, but I love Kevin Porter Jr. I love him. I like Romeo Langford too. But Kevin Porter, I don't care whatever they said. What 50 say, whatever they said he did that shit at UFC. He got suspended. I don't care. That nigga can hoop. That little and them nigga, he from Seattle. Seattle known for hoopers. Nate Robinson, Jamal Crawford, Rodney Stuckey was from up there. Brandon Roy was up there. I ain't seen a lot of Nasir Little. I know he from Carolina, North Carolina. I like his teammate, the little nigga with the fro. The little Kobe nigga, he be getting buckets. That little nigga get buckets. I like him too. I ain't never seen Nasir Little play for real. Ty Jerome, I heard about him. I don't know where he come from, but the guys I like in the draft on the low key tip, I like Bola. If he get healthy, but the dudes I really like that what I watched on film, and I haven't watched everybody. I like Tyler Hero. I like the kid from Kentucky, the Cowden Johnson guy. I like Kevin Porter, Cam Reddish. Them not 4-key, low-key dog. That nigga from Milwaukee, Tyler Hero, that white boy can play. Tears, man, I'm going to go check him out. Man, Kevin Porter Jr., man, he a motherfucking animal, bro. He's an animal. Yeah, I mean, shit, they probably going to try to get, he said they should trade, the Pelicans should trade Holiday, fourth, and Ingram for Carl Anthony Towns. They probably going to try to give you Andrew Wiggins, bro. That I never take a nigga from Canada, bro. Wiggins, Bennett. What's the other kid that played for Indiana? He's straight though. The kid that I never can remember his name. What's the kid that played for Indiana, Renardo? That's from Canada. The light y'all backup point guard, the light skinned nigga. I heard DeMar DeRozan might go to the Lakers. That probably happen next year. San Antonio trade him. Corey Joseph, appreciate it. Yeah, he's straight. You talking about DeMar? Yeah, the Spurs trading DeMar DeRozan. I heard. The Lakers ain't got nothing to trade for now. Corey Joseph about the straightest Canadian player that came out of recent. Steve Nash was straight. Well, see, that was great. I like Steve Nash. You know, I remember he was on the Mavericks with Michael Finley and Dirk Nowitzki and Donnie Nelson. He's another motherfucker who couldn't win shit. You know, Donnie Nelson won shit, but what's the Houston coach name? D'Antoni. He ain't shit but D'Antoni. Real talk. He won shit but D'Antoni. He said, yeah, they got options, but I'm just saying, look, I'm just saying this, okay? The Pelicans ask for him. Let's just say, I don't know what they do with the fourth pick. I heard they could trade it. Zach LaVine might be interested. They can trade Lonzo they probably could trade Lonzo to Chicago in the fourth pick, Zach LaVine, Chris Dunn. I've been hearing a lot of different shit. Yeah, I take DeRozan. I don't think DeRozan. I'm gonna say this about DeRozan. My shit about the die. Got my charger over here, but I'm too lazy to plug it up. Okay, DeRozan. People call him DeFrozen after one bad year, but niggas forget Kyle Lowry for several years wasn't holding up his end of the bargain. DeRozan only had really one bad year in the playoffs. That was the year after last. Kyle Lowry is hard to carry, man. Kawhi Leonard had all them injuries. He barely got that nigga over the hump. Okay. But I'm not saying that I don't like I don't know. I don't like they coaching, and I don't like the pieces they got. Now they can make moves and they can look different. But I do not like Lonzo. I like Lonzo Drew Holiday, but I never like Brandon Ingram. Okay. Zion, he good. And then I don't know what that team, because if you put Okafor on the floor, that team ain't running up and down the floor like that. But I do think they should go get Karl Anthony Towns. I say you can have the 4th pick, the 39th pick. You can have Drew Holiday. You can have Lions. You can have all them niggas. You want Brandon Ingram. You have all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? If I can put Karl Anthony Towns, Zion, and whoever else, that'd be nice. UFC best wife got pregnant by Jay. Yeah, I heard that shit back in the day, bro. Yeah, man. I heard that shit, man. I heard that before I started this channel, man. That shit was crazy. Steve Nash a good one, bro. Most niggas would have killed their ass, man. Most niggas weak in the head, bro. But you know, sometimes that man, I ain't throwing my life away over no pussy, man. For real talk. If that is what it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it's tough. It's tough when you marry, you invest into it, especially if you're a faithful nigga, man. If you're a faithful nigga and you put a lot in the relationship, man, then I can see where a nigga want to go get the strap and do some shit. But for me, like, just like, all right, man, it is what it is. You take the loss, you roll with it. A lot of niggas ain't used to losing, man. A lot of niggas lose $1 and they go crying and shit. Oh my God, I lost $1. Like, nigga, I done lost bitches. I done lost cars. I done lost, friends and shit. I'm just at the point where shit, it is what it is. What 50 say? He said death gotta be easy because life is hard, nigga. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? That's real shit. He said he said something nobody's talking about is how Greg Pop cost oh, you talking about Dale Dempsey's job, persuading him not to do. You ain't lying. As soon as Dale Dempsey leaves, somebody else come and deal. Steve Nash, girl half black too. Jason Richardson got that on. That shit crazy. No, I don't think the Lakers picking up. I think Melo done. He gonna be over in Greece or some shit. Hooper with some of my niggas. Yeah, let me get out of here, man. I guess the Fury fight on, man. I guess I'll take a look, see what Miles. Let me let my dog in real quick, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We be back tomorrow. Gone.